What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and welcome to another episode of our Arklash Legacy playthrough, which I'm sure will be equally as rocky as all of the preceding ones. In our last episode, we had gotten through a giant fight in this bony arena, and we had met a new member of the party, who was a dwarf with a crazy mini cannon. Now, I think for the course of this episode, I'm going to start playing around with a few other kind of experimental things. I am going to swap out Denzel for Leck Lorus for now. And my reason in so doing is actually because I want Leck Lorus to be able to use his AO-Weeee Death Wish shortly after I pop the explosive on Wendaroo as well, and I kind of want to see how those things synergize. Additionally, I'd like to take a look at his skills and figure out what kinds of things he's going to be able to do down the line. So here we have the option to make it explode on impact, which is pretty sweet, or we can go over here and have it pass through enemies. Now, I did figure out how to respec at any time. You just click this little button down here, and bam, it'll undo everything. I'm going to try out Banished Blow first to see if I can get it to AoE. The more AoE damage we have, I think the better off we're probably going to be. With all of our abilities in place, let's go ahead and plunge forward, and we'll see what happens here. Looks like we've got a branch that goes off to the south. Oh, enemies. Hello, little reapers. What are you doing there? God, that's a face only a mother could love. That or somebody that likes really, really ugly things. Let's send in Naka to slap him around a little bit. Let's try out Leck Lorus right now to see what he can do with his AoE. I'm going to set Wendaroo up over there, and then we're going to have Nella set up over there.
I bring the gift.
Cool, that was amazing. I actually really, really like that ability. Well then, let's put Death Wish on him. And once Death Wish is on, we'll go ahead and throw another AoE there. Wendaroo's going to be over here, and she's going to deal whatever damage she can. And that explosion should wipe out that other mob. Very cool. I actually really like the way that that synergized thus far. I think what I'm going to have Leck Lorus do is we're going to have him displaced to right here. I'm going to have Nella do probably about the same thing. Naka's going to get in over, we've got a mage and a priest. Let's go ahead and get on the mage first. Wendaroo's going to be somewhere out in the center here. And I walked right through that like a dunce. It's okay, we've got loads of mana left over. This fight is reasonably easy, so there's not a whole lot to worry about there. What else has gone wrong here? I thought I saw somebody getting blasted all of a sudden. I'm not going to worry too much about the MP in this fight. I'm just going to throw out damage abilities as I see fit. As soon as he gets into position, what else can he do? He can lower the magic armor of our enemies. How long is that cast time, though? Oh, it's instant. Okay. Well, let's do... Actually, what is he regenerating at? Ew, everything else is 150, so that seems to kind of be the standard mana cost as we go through these levels. I guess I'll just have everybody auto-attack for now. We'll have her pop Vitae treatment, then flip around and fight with the priest, I guess. The priest's heal is pretty beefy. It does beefcake out the health pool of whoever he targets it at, but what you'll notice is that it does cost him a lot of MP, so it's not incredibly spammable. He does regenerate reasonably quickly. Is he casting on her? Okay, let's get her to back up for just a moment. Back it on up like a dump truck. Beep. And then get on in there. What's he doing now? Fingers of Death. No, I don't want your Fingers of Death anywhere near me, in me, or on me. I don't appreciate that. Oh, Leck Lorus, my friend. I have not paid attention. Wow, he is just, like, spamming those things out there. What a jerk face. Okay, so that combat is now over with. I wanted to check this southern pass down here, so let's go ahead and jump into the map. Actually, we don't even need to. Let's just go down this way and see if there's any applicable treasure that can be reapplied to our bags or acquired. It looks like it just circles around. I don't actually think... Yeah. They have a lot of these on this map. This weird Highland map type thing that they have going on, this Hinterlands type deal. Lots of these little circle pieces. We've seen it before up in the top left. And I apologize for the way the last episode came out. That was kind of an accident, and it was completely and totally my fault. Like, usually, I can blame it on equipment malfunction or something of that nature, but it was me. I accidentally deleted a file that I thought I had already used because I decided to function outside my naming scheme like the bright individual that I am, and it backfired on me. Actually, I want everybody... Looks like we've... Did he see us already? The demonic satyr? No. Alright, well then let's move everybody else in now. I'm going to try and get Nella over here. Leck Lorus, obviously I need him into position where he can fire his AoE. Bring Wendaroo down here. And as soon as she gets that in place, let's go ahead and have her use her mutant pheromones. because that makes her get a little bit of health back every time she attacks, which is a really, really cool ability. Let's throw an AoE out there. We're going to get Nella going as well, and this should be a giant bomb of an explosion. There it is, and then we'll have Leck Lorus drop that other ability on the demonic satyr. Hopefully, oh, he didn't get it off in time. That's fine, though. Save him a little bit of mana, even though there's not a lot of enemies around. Let's unbind her. I do wish that that sort of popped off when you left combat, but maybe I'm just being nitpicky. Let's have a look down this way, because I am deeply, deeply terrified of this location up here. After what happened when we went into the last Ring of Bones, I don't trust it. I'm gonna have to walk through it, but I'd like to get as much XP as possible before we do so. What's going on over here? Let me save really quickly, as always. I really need to like figure out if I press F5 it'll actually like, is there just like free treasure down here? It's never this simple, is it? Free treasure? Yeah, that's about what I had thought. What do we have popping up? We have, oh, we can't actually quantify them as of yet. It looks like we've got a major and archer right there, a major and archer right there. That leads me to believe I should probably get down with the DPS. What I'd like to do, let's pull everybody back for now, and then we'll figure out what we've got going on. So we've got another Flesh Spectre, a couple skeletons in armor. The presence of the Flesh Spectre means that I can't deploy her taunt very easily. That's going to be a tactic that I'd like to avoid for now. Let's step her off to the side, hopefully gaining the attention of all of these guys. The Flesh Spectre is going to cause us some problems by calling down that AoE that he has, and I just said that, but we are going to have to be a little bit mobile here. And that's fine. That's not like a huge deal. It's just a minor pain. It's not something that sends me into the throes of agony, but something we live with. I'm going to throw the AoEs right there. And there goes the first, and there goes the second. A lot of damage flying around from both of the mages now. Looks like we've got a trajectory going up that way, so what I'm going to do is I'll step her to the side. Naka has one coming right at her, and so I think if I step like so, we should be okay. Nella is ready to go with another lightning blast. I'm going to go ahead and have her try and wipe these guys out. I would also prefer that Leck Lorus have his curse up for when this starts bouncing around. Oh, and Wendaru got caught by it anyways. Guess I didn't judge that trajectory very well. And down they go. The ground is cursed right there, and I didn't see him casting, so we're going to have to get out of the way of that. We've got a few more bolts coming at us, and as soon as that clears out, well, maybe I'll try and draw him back. I mean, I can't really cross that until the whole thing is resolved. Alright, there we are. So the Flesh Spectre is now ready to be dealt with. And what is he casting right now? The Bond of Blood. That means I'm probably going to have to throw a heal out in just a moment. I'm going to put Nella off to the side. Wendaru is already in a good position. I'll put Leck Lorus down here. I'd like to spread out just a tiny smeechy bit, which is a little bit less than a tiny bit. Like if you're looking in like the Imperial system, because we measure things in like elbows and dogtails. The sminch is a lesser known of measurement detail. Let's see here. We'll do the Vitae treatment. After we do that, I'm pretty happy with her positioning right now. Leck Lorus is ready to go with another banished blow. I'm going to have him fear the skeleton mage in the back though, so that we can work on this Flesh Spectre for a little bit. We've got a heal moving out right there. He's about to drop Fury of Cain on Wendaru, so I'm going to have her go back so that it drops it way off in the distance. She's just barely in range, never mind. As soon as that goes off, she's going to have to step forward. There we go. Well, that didn't work out according to plan. Oh, it's because she got hit by that bolt right there. Unfortunate. Got caught on the move. We've got another one coming in right there. Who's that headed towards? Naka? Let's move Naka. Oh, no, it's going towards Nella. Ooh, and Nella's mid-cast. Unfortunately, that's going to be a big ol' hit for them. I think I'm going to adapt my tactics right now. Yep, unfortunate. Ooh, got to get out of the way of that one, too. Lots of curviness going on with these kinds of things. Move Wendaru over there. And everybody should be out of the way of that next one now. Leck Lorus taking a little bit of damage as he runs around. I'm going to throw a heal on Wendaru. What else do I have here? Nourishing Prey in its current spec isn't going to be amazingly useful to us. So I'll back off that for now. I'm going to move Leck Lorus over to there so he can start throwing some damage on this character. And other than that, I think we should be alright. So let's throw out another bit of damage. Windaroo could use some health. It's coming from Nella. Naka doesn't have a whole lot going on, but she'll be alright for now. There's a bit of damage. Always nice to see. Windaroo is nice and patched up, so I'm going to throw a Star of Vitality back on Nella. And the final thing we have to consider is just kind of finishing off this Spectre before he decides to channel or otherwise deal more damage. Naka, I'm actually, since Naka's not taking... There we go. I'm actually going to have Naka taunt right now. So that... Is that Bond of Blood? Okay, it's not that Cane ability. As long as it's not the Cane ability, we're okay. Throw a heal on Naka really quickly to say that I did. And maybe the Lightning Bolt will get the Flesh Spectre. I don't know. There it goes. Very cool. Leck Lorus just got hit by another bolt, as did Windaroo, because I'm not paying attention very well. They are really, really spammy characters. I'm regretting my decision to not attack the mages first. And then what is he doing? Fury of Cain. So everybody else needs to get out of the radius. I need her to drop her taunt. And once she drops that taunt, she can go over here and work on the mage. Leck Lorus has his ability back up and ready to go. Let's put one right down the center. And then I'll also get a heal going for Leck Lorus. Make sure everybody's attacking the right target here. Oh, he blew up. What a jerk. How dare you, sir. See if I ever invite you to my birthday party. And down goes the final mage while we whittle away at his friends. So we've got the eroded ear. Oh.
It's an honor to meet you, Clogger. I've heard a lot about you and your attributes.
You have? I mean, oh, my strange looks or my deadly legs?
Are you not both flesh and steel?
I am. I am made of both.
You are truly a masterpiece.
Ah, yes. The Scorpion made me on request of the guild. They needed a wheel sword who could smell the difference between lead and gold.
Be careful how you talk to my sister, friends. She's sensitive. And she's much too beautiful for you anyway.
Oh, £1,000 if I've been disrespectful. It's just that I've always wanted to meet her. I mean, you, Clogger.
You and your inventions, friends. There's more to life than gears and wheels.
Like beer. Let's head on out and over to here. Grab that earring, and what else do we have down here? A dimensional earring and a cold relic. We will grab both. And I don't see anything else of note aside from these really awesome flaming pillars. If you really want to, like, forebode your house, or if you want to make your house warded against burglary, I would say put 2 giant pillars of flame out front, maybe an altar with some crazy symbols on it that you just, like, make up with some crayons. Should drive them off rather nicely. I do like Leck Lorus' AoE. I'm enjoying it. I don't know why I didn't realize he had an AoE. In fact, I think it was Crux that brought it up there. Crux is ridiculously good at this game compared to me, apparently, because he's always just a font of information. We've got a bunch of skeletons in armor up here, and I'm actually going to have everybody just kind of hold their ground for now. A satyr, alright. No heals, right? The satyrs don't heal. I think they're called priests or something if they heal. Explosion of the Shadows. Alright, so yeah, they've got a little nuke that you can't dodge. It says it hits for sure. Oh, he jumped into my party again. Why would you do this to me, friends? It really needs to stop doing that. How I didn't notice that, I don't know, but apparently it snuck past me. That varies my tactics a tad, so selective compression, he can do 25%. Does he have any level ups right now? Please tell me. Oh, I can't skill tree either. Well, damn. Maybe I can equip him with something useful. He's missing an amulet. What about, what did I put there? Physical armor and physical damage, is that what he deals? Yeah, type physical. Okay, at least I've got the right piece of equipment right there. A dimensional earring. Trade out his physical damage for... I'm going to do that, I think, because it only gives him 1 point of damage per shot anyways, in exchange for... well, not much. I mean, it's kind of subjective how useful that's going to be. I suppose I'll send in Naka, and with Nella, we need to get going on a nuke path here. Hopefully there's no priests or mages back in here. What's his other ability? 600 physical damage. Okay. I'm not gonna lie and say, what's the cooldown on that actually? 20? So he's got a wind-up time. Let me put Naka in her taunt mode. There we go. So she's now rooted, and that dealt a little bit of damage to her. I'll get a heal or something going in just a moment. I'd like to drop another AoE lightning bolt, though. And now that Wendaru is in position, we'll throw one of those on out there. How did Friends injure himself? He appears to have lost some HP. He probably got hit by that little attack that they're doing. Let's start focusing on some of the weaker guys here. Maybe think about throwing out Sacred Feast, or I'm sorry, not Sacred Feast, Nourishing Prey on him. Drawing people in for a moment so that they all get healed. There it is, very, very cool. I'd like to see how his attack ramps up. It is getting much, much quicker each time he fires. That's crazy, he actually gets the Daka going. He embraces the... he embraces the teachings of the Wog. Let's finish this thing off for now. I'm just gonna auto-attack my way through it. God, that is actually pretty impressive. Whatever downsides that I mentioned about him are certainly offset by the fact that he can throw down like that. And there's his next targeted strike, and down they go. That's a really, really powerful focused shot. That makes me think of maybe down the line. I need to take a look at his talent tree. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but from what I understand, you guys find it a little bit lackluster when I sit there staring at talent trees too long. Let's crack that open and get some new ability or some new gear. Naka's still bound down to the ground, so let's make sure that she is no longer bound. And at this spot, we're going to have to walk on through this gate. I don't know why I would blow up my own character. I'm sure that's probably got some talents down the line that make it a little bit cooler. Before anything else happens, let me take a look really quickly. Okay, so you can focus on making it more explodey or... Ah, so it bounces around. Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep him for right now. I think I'm actually going to put in Leck Lorus, and I just totally clicked the wrong button. Let's play around with Leck Lorus for a little bit. And has anyone else leveled? I wasn't really paying too good of attention. Nothing there. Denzel's got one freebie ready to go. I'm going to keep pushing him down the Shadow Assassin line, since he really does seem to equalize the playing field by one-shotting somebody every time I use it. For her, we can increase the magic damage again, which is, I think, the path that I'm going to take. And the final one allows it to propagate to 4 people, or you can immobilize people for 1 second. I don't know which is going to be more useful there. Hopefully we'll figure out some use for it. Wendaru. We can keep increasing her Star of Vitality, or we can go with Nourishing Prey. Sacred Feast also has some interesting options that we might be able to exploit. And I think... I do like the idea that you guys put forward that we could heal enemies that were already at full health to get her mana back. That's a really cool... I don't know if it's an exploit per se, but it is a really cool ability. Now, we can make her Star of Vitality also be a damaging attack, or we can make it pass through everyone, and everyone that it passes through gets healed. I don't think that'll affect enemies. Oh, no, it heals enemies too. Well, then never mind. I don't like that at all. I guess I'll go with that right there. That means I would have to be a lot more careful in targeting that ability. And seeing as I like it how it is, I think I'm just gonna hold on to what I've got here. I'm gonna keep pushing down the DPS line with him. And let's take a moment and walk on through the gate and see what horrible things befall us. Alright, more skellies, but at least in this case, it didn't kind of screw us by... Well, it didn't swap our party out last time, never mind. We've got skeletal mages on both sides, so I want everybody on the skeleton mage. Everyone we can physically get on the skeletal mage. Do they have a priest or they just have a bunch of archers? No. Okay, so we're good there. I'm going to put Leck Lorus over in that corner. I'm going to get Nella started on an AoE. I'd like to have Windaroo right there. And there's a good grip of damage. That's going to be really, really nice. Who is he aiming at? He's aiming at her. Very, very good. Well then, let's Vitae treatment. And maybe see if we can take him out before he gets the cast off, although I sincerely doubt it. So Damocles is now on there. Who is that headed towards? Nella? Okay, so what I'd like to do in this case is I need everybody over in that corner, and then I'm going to put Nella down here. And once Nella's down there, she's going to throw out another cast if she can. And that should be a fairly impressive bit of damage. And I was right, it was. Cool. Nella is now being attacked again, so let's draw her over to the other side. He really, really, really wants Nella. And who wouldn't? Let's throw out an AoE damage attack there, and then we'll cross the beam with a... We're going to defy the Ghostbusters logic, and we're going to cross the streams here.
What would you do with
There's a bit more damage. Nella doesn't have the MP to handle anything else. And since Nella's being targeted by this mage, I think I'm just going to have her continue dodging the beams. Have her off to the side here. And I think we may have found the combo that's going to make our lives a lot easier. Let's finish off that final skeleton. We'll get down here, and then we'll beat the hell out of that mage for being such a pain. Let me put the attack over on this side. Everybody else, focus fire. And off that goes. And just in case, let's draw everybody in. Did that reroute? I thought that flew off that way. Maybe he fired two of them and I just wasn't paying attention very well. Either way, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll have her come down here and then she'll put Nourishing Prey. And we'll finish the mob off from there. Which will hopefully heal everybody up. So there's a bit more damage. I'm not going to risk the heal on her for now.
Just hard luck.
Keep on your toes. He's full of magic and bile.
stinks of it?
So what you're saying is he has an overactive gallbladder. That's cool, I can deal with that. He's full of both magic and bile, which everybody knows that's totally in tune with the magic industry. That bile makes magic so much worse. It's multiplicative. Let's have a look at this necromancer. Aura brings back to life allies who die near him. That is going to be a giant pain to deal with. Protection of Saluel. He's immunized against reduction effects. Army of the Dead. Allies close to the necromancer cannot be defeated. Stare of Madness, Macabre Menace. When he's defeated, he curses his spirit, which explodes after 5 seconds and hurts everyone. So we need to bail out on him after we kill him. I'm thinking that this is going to be a DPS race, because any mob that's around him can't be killed, and that either leaves me running around with my tank trying to kite his mobs around, his ads, or B, it leaves me dragging them away, killing them, and coming back to fight with him. Now, it seems like he's going to go immune. Oh, he's immune against effects. Never mind. Curse. So we've got Fear for 5 seconds on the target. Curse, which is going to reduce the physical armor of all enemies. A reduction zone, okay. And then Deathly Bonds. He immobilizes all enemies within 4 meters. Well, that's not going to affect Naka much. I'm going to drop her right there to make sure that she maintains all of the damage from this guy. I'm going to put Leck Lorus over here, spread out a little bit. Make sure that we're not too susceptible to any of these debuffs. They're going to be flying all over the place. What we'll do is we're just going to open up on this guy as hard as I can in the beginning phases of this fight. There's a bit of damage there. There's a bit more. I'm interested to see. I wonder if in the middle he's going to get all his health back, and that's when it's going to spawn all the enemies on me. Deathly Bonds. He's casting it right there. Let's step everybody back just a smoogen. There we are. Everyone is back. They're good. And then what we'll do is we will lower... Oh, I should have lowered his magic armor first. Terrible move on my part, but let's get another nuke going. And everybody else, just get attacking. I get the feeling this is probably going to be a multi-stage fight. Oh, that is so many enemies. Also a mage that we're going to have to deal with. So maybe take Leck Lorus and Nella to deal with the mage. The rest of them, I don't think. She can attack... Ooh. That's an... Ooh, there's 2 mages. Ew. Alright, well I'm left with a quandary here. I can either continue DPSing the Necromancer and just really, really, really hope we burn him before anything else terrible happens. And we could kind of damn the torpedoes that way. Or B, I can turn around and focus the mages, which certain aspects are telling me that's probably the better plan, but I don't have a lot of MP left, which makes me want to stay the course. Let's stay the course and we'll see what happens. Especially since these guys can't be killed anyways once they're around him. So Leck Lorus, how are you doing up here, bud? Oh, there's a priest involved too. Alright. Well then. How big is the AO-Weeee where you can't kill things around him? Close is a very, very ambiguous term. I wish I had a hard cap on that. Because this game doesn't leave you a lot of room for experimentation. Like, if you experiment, you're probably gonna die, but you'll know what you're doing the next time you try. Since Army of the Dead doesn't have any type of range assigned to it, it could be this entire arena, or it could just be like 3 feet around him. They've left that ridiculously kind of open to interpretation, unfortunately. Which leads me to make a hard decision here. I'm gonna unbind Naka, even though she's been immobilized. For how long has she been immobilized? 2 more seconds, okay. She's out, let me break that. And she's gonna have to move very shortly, but let me throw out... That's not looking accurate, so I'm gonna have her move to there, and then Wonderoo will throw out the heal once she's over there. Very good. And where is that going? It's going after Leck Lorus, so let's move him that way. We'll move Nella up that way. And that's going to buy me a little bit of leeway to nuke one more time. Is her Vitae treatment back up? Oh, it is. Lovely. And that's headed towards, as far as I can tell, Naka. Bit more damage done to the Necromancer. Did Leck Lorus finish his cast? Or did I just mess that up somehow? And what is this on the ground? And is it wounding me? It looks as though it is. Let's get Naka the hell out of the way. And I think... I don't know if he blows up on that spot after a little bit. Oh, Nella took a bunch of damage too. All badsies. All badsies. Naka has better health, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably heal Nella first. And at this point, I need everybody on the mages. Nella's headed to there. Let's let this play out a tad. We can kind of nuke all of these guys right here off our centerpiece people. God, there are so many just damaging spells flying around. Is that one headed towards Nella? Okay, so what I'd like you to do is heal Nella and then move over there. Oh, and then Naka walked right into it. Can't win if I tried. Let's then start a heal for Naka. And as soon as her ability, or Leck Lorus' ability is back up, I think I'll throw Nourishing Prey on the mage too. Oh, she walked into the explosion, damn. Or I ordered her to walk into the explosion. Bad, bad, bad. Lots of horrible things happening right here, and they're all my fault. We have a heal on its way out over there. Leck Lorus is making friends. Let's keep Naka moving. Come on, guys, I need you to grind on this mob. I need a hard, hard grind here. I'm feeling very much like I'm lined up in a precarious situation. I'm gonna Sacred Feast Leck Lorus for now. so that I have a backup heal if I really, really need it. And then I need, come on. There it is. Oh, just in time. I didn't know if I should fire off a heal there or if that explosion was going to help us at the right moment. It looks like it did. So let's throw out another AoE over here. I'm going to have I have to have Naka hold this position for just a second so that the AoE strikes. And then what we'll do is the skeletal mage is actually firing on Naka anyways, which is really, really good. We'll have Naka get the hell out of the way of that attack. And then from there, throw another heal from there. Maybe a long bomb heal to there. There it is. Very, very nice. I wish you could cancel casts. Can I? And that priest just fired out another heal while Nella was standing still. Weak sauce. Unfortunately, Nella's kind of bound to the ground right now. But I need everybody on this other mage. And then we'll keep an eye on where the DPS is flying. Vitae treatment's back up, so let's get her healed. Nobody else has anything terrifying coming down the pipe. Let's get that mob cursed up. There it is. Damocles is ready to go. We almost have enough MP. There we are. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and have everybody else focus on the priests. Oh, there was 2 priests. No wonder there was so many little damage spells flying around. I do like this build a little bit better. I am enjoying the crowd control, like my ability to just nuke mobs into oblivion. I'm finding that to be a really attractive aspect of having Leck Lorus around. My guess is that having friends around is going to be fairly similar, where he's probably going to branch out either into a single target or an AoE build. And Vitae treatment's back up. And a lot of things went wrong right there, but everything turned out for the best. I am starting to get a hang of, I think it comes down to how much AoE do you have. AoE is seeming very, very valuable in this game, and that's something that I wasn't quite grabbing onto up until this point. So with your guys' help, I'm glad to say things are looking better. Oh, no cutscene this time. Alright, well, let's grab our loot. And I think what I'll do is I'll break the episode off here. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for another episode of Cyanide Studios' amazingly complex RPG, Arklash Legacy. Hope you guys are enjoying the film, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody.